They're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Giants. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start the drive with Harris. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Warrior 70. Hurry, hurry.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
That swung out wide to Harris. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. The Giants at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late, winners of 3 of their last 4.
And let's remember the last week that this offense, they played about as well as they possibly could play. Touchdown after touchdown. They were absolutely unstoppable in that game. They'll be hard-pressed to do it again, repeat that type of performance. But, boy, were they sensational just a week ago.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9 now. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Ravens are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep, and on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
He's up to the 20. Now he's free up the right sideline. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Come back in! Come back in!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. He returns that punt 73 yards. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense like, look, don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll send Brown in motion right. They go option right on 2nd and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
19 Lions.
Here's 2nd and 8. That'll be caught by Rice. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
19 drivers.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd. They go play action with Jackson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. The Ravens send their punter out now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Jackson on first down. It's caught. Smith. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Play action. Now Jackson. Goes right back to Smith again. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Hayes. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. On second down, it's Rice. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Here's Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. Jackson now. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. 1st down, and they go back to Harris.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And some space here. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, a run, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Finding Harris over the middle. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in a shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Najee Harris, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the left to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Rice. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On third down, it's Rice. And some room to roam now. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Well, he only needed 2 yards. It was 3rd and 2. But he found a way to make the Red Sea part.
And remember, it's 3rd and 2. In the NFL, that's not automatically a running down. Most of the time, it's a passing play. So in this case, now they're probably loosened up just a little bit, thinking pass. They hit him with the run, and boy, did they hit him big. Is he still going? I mean, Michael, you called the touchdown, right?
That's it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He'll look to throw. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. That's returnable now for Smith. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So they get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
He's airing it out for Williams. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Giants. Jamison Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are back within a score. Point after, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And
it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Rice. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Buffalo 18. Cut 19. Cut 19.
They'll set up to throw. He'll find Metcalf. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. He'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this timing.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Back and 60. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 18, Pioneer. Panther 11, Panther 11.
He'll drop to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
On the 6.
2nd and 4. He gets it complete to Harris. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw again. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's got it to Williams. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On 2nd down now, it's Rice. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll keep it on the ground. Rice, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. And he fields it cleanly. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. He'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Back to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on third. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
He's got a man, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it, because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
108 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll run again with Harris. Oh, and the tackle comes quickly. That's only going to get them a couple. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Okay, ready? 79 Broncos.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. He's got a man, complete. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So in a driving rain, he steps up, puts it through just like he's practicing in a gym somewhere.
How about that? Any little slip in this weather is going to throw him off. He stepped up there like it was perfect conditions, took dead aim, and knocked it through.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking...
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Ravens are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour, and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary.